Do you feel that you've unlocked your gift that way, and by you using the expression of your gift, which is to write, which is to tell these stories in such magnificent ways, do you feel, or maybe you may even know, that you're helping to unlock the gift of others?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. Because there are some children, of course, after 22 years in education, who have not grown up with um, the encouragement and the you can do it. You know, I had the parents that said, as long as human beings are able to do it, you can do it too. Now I have that, whatever you set your mind to it. But every child doesn't have that. Every child does not have that warm, fuzzy feeling. I mean, you know, it may not be perfect every day, but they do not have that. So they have to find it somewhere. They have to have it find it through someone. I mean, you know, I've had students who did not look like me, but had horrific home lives. And you know, and they would sneak out of the classroom and then be in my lab. And I would call the teacher and say, she snuck out again. She's here with me. I'll keep her for a while. And then because she wanted somebody to encourage her, she was so good at something, you know, that she loved technology. And sometimes that was a respite from other parts of academia. And so I would keep her for a little while and she going back to school. But I met her dad. And he was like, do you know she's got all A's? I said, sir, do you realize how smart your child really is? Well, she's just, I never made straight A's. I understand that, sir. But she's that smart. She is that good. She can go far. And so, therefore, a lot of the time, and I didn't have that. So I'm like, I didn't go to school for that. That's not what I went to school for. I didn't go to school to get the self esteem because my parents did that. I had that home life, but every child does not. It doesn't matter what ethnicity they are, they do not have that. So, therefore, it's an educator. Therefore, it's a book. Therefore, it's some music. Sometimes it's a rapper. Sometimes it's a sports star who's got to be able to convince them that you can do it, you can have it, you can be it, you can achieve it. Because otherwise, the suicide rate with young people will continue to rise and continue to go. So, therefore, if I have no, and the ironic part, of course, too, I have no biological children of my own, but have taught thousands. So, therefore, you know, that's a part of my call, my purpose, my gift too, as well, is to inspire a next generation who, you know, doesn't have that village as they need to. And I'm a part of that village. And so, therefore, it's a part of my responsibility, which I gladly accept, to try to help shape, mold, and encourage and empower the next generation.
It's like the person who doesn't have children of her own or his own, and saying, okay, I don't have my legacy here, but the people I've come in contact with, this is the legacy I leave with them.
Oh, my Lord. If you can only know how many times I've gotten on a plane in my local community and met up with one of my students and met up with one. I mean, I just, you know, was just came, I was having some services done and I came out of the esthetician and I said, okay, make me know you. And she said, yes, Miss Royston, you taught me. I said, I never forget a face. I said, tell me your name because I know you. And she said, yes. And she was a junior. You know, it was the whole thing. And her mother had never met me. And I taught that child at least 3 to 4 years in elementary school. But, you know, no criticism to the child's mother, but she hadn't attended any of the open houses and any of the events. And I taught her year after year and year. She didn't know me from Adam. That's the sad part, that I can influence somebody's life and you know, the child's parents may never know it or never recognize it until many, many years down the road. So, you know, that I tell people all the time that education is, and being an educator is definitely an important job and one that I took very, very seriously. But it's a delayed gratification because you don't necessarily see. It's like planting a seed in the ground and you have to water it and you have to wait for it to grow, but you don't know fully the impact that you have on that child until much, much later when you see them growing or grown. So
And
it's an incredible experience.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I'm looking at the teachers I had in elementary school, high school, and post secondary. And the teachers I had in high school were like parents to me.
Mm.
They were so helpful. They guided me. I remember specifically my English teachers and my history teachers playing such an important role in my life, and they shape the way I look at teachers. And that's why when I look at teachers, I look at them as an extension of the parents who are present. And sometimes the parents aren't there, that they're stepping in to fill that role. It's like, and the best way I can describe it is like all the athletes who come from broken homes. How
Yes.
many times do you hear stories of the coaches like their dad, the
Yes, and they
coaches
don't
like their
look like
mother,
them, but they're
and they
still
don't even
they take them
exactly.
in as their child. He's just a part of our family, and then you know the famous stories that we've heard about the coaches actually adopting them, or other family members actually saying they didn't have a bed, they didn't have place to stay, and I've seen that too as well. So I mean, we those of us who really understand the power of our position really do take it seriously. We do understand that we are a part of that child's village and can, um, can make or break them. I mean, I've had a child tell me, I'm just poor white trash. I said, don't ever say that to me ever again. No, you're not. You can do, and then I had to pour back in. She said, but that's what my family tells me. That's what my friends say. That's what my neighbors say. And I'm like, no, you're not, you're not, you're not, you're not. So, a part of that, I think that's part of the reason why I ended up landing a job where I was in education, because I had to realize, sweetie, that life you had, everybody doesn't have that, no matter the color. Every child is not raised in a loving, what do you need? We got it. We're going to work extra. What do we have to have to provide it for you? They don't have that. They don't have that. So therefore, it made me, of course, appreciate my own family, but take what I do as an educator even more seriously.